Simbu is a very natural actor. With Chay, you have to keep talking to him and telling him this is the mood and set it up and stuff like that. I've said that also, no? I said it's not the right way to do things. But somewhere, some discussion, don't do this, can we do that, kind of bothers me. It's not an egoistic answer. No, I don't think the audience has any such issue. I really want to work with Mahesh Babu, I want to work with Charan, Prabhas. I'm not affected by reviews and that's their job. In that scenario, the writing was aimed at getting people to smile. Did you see the film in the theatre? They're clapping and whistling, right? Hi, this is Gautham Menon. I'm the director of the film Sahasam Swasaga Sagipo. The film is just released and it's doing well. A lot of youngsters in the theatres and some good reviews. Please watch the film in the theatres and let me know what you think.
You have said that Sahasam Swasaga Sagipo was meant to make the audience whistle and clap. What exactly do you mean by that?
Did you see the film in the theatre? They're clapping and whistling, right? Yeah, so that was the intention. Somewhere in the writing, I wanted to get into the next zone. The first half is not your out and out mass commercial kind of a treatment, which you've seen in a lot of Telugu films and Tamil films, I'm saying. It is meant to be a conversation between two people, the hero and his friends, the hero and his father and mother, the hero and the girl. And about 5 beautiful songs, 3 beautiful songs, 4 beautiful songs and 1 introduction kind of a song. So in that scenario, the writing was aimed at getting people to smile, to laugh a little bit. You know, when the friend is left on the wayside for the road trip and the girl gets on the bike, you're meant to laugh at the friend. So that kind of stuff. The second half is meant to take you on a thriller ride. And it's meant to come at you when you don't expect it to come at you. And I wanted to handle 2 genres in the same film. And that's only because there is a first half and there is a second half. Otherwise, it's one journey of a character and what he faces on that character. And obviously in everybody's life, there will be love, there will be some emotional moment, there will be a melancholic moment, there will be some sorrow. And there might be some danger, like you're driving a car and at the signal, if somebody comes and hits you from behind, you step out to talk to him, he might hit you. That is violence, right? So that might happen. So my life is not filled only with love or emotion or just friendship. There is violence also. So you travel with the character, and as you travel with the character, you go through the genres that he goes through, was the idea of the film.
How does it feel when you hear comments like SSS is 80% world cinema and the remaining 20% is Telugu cinema?
No, I find all that funny really. I mean, for me, I read the review and I thought it was funny and I thought it was quite an interesting review as such. But what I'm generally saying is the idea was to bring in a little bit of a crowd applause kind of a moment when he walks in the climax. And for me, the backstory didn't seem so important as to why the girl goes through all these problems. That is mentioned in the form of dialogue by the hero, but you're only supposed to focus on what he's become and now how his life has changed because of that incident.
There are no scenes involving the heroine and her parents, though the hero fights for her. Why so?
Yeah, because the film is from the hero's point of view, right? So you don't see what happens beyond his purview. It starts with the hero's narration and it travels. My camera is only on the hero. Beyond what he sees, I've never showed till one point in the second half where you see the cop and his activities, the bad cop. She mentions a few things about her life, saying she's a lonely child. She's the only child, so not lonely child. She's the only child. And it's boring in my house. I like your house because you have 2 sisters and there's a lot more fun in your house. And then somewhere along the way she mentions that she wants to be a writer. She wants to be a writer along with his sister. And I want to write for films, she says. But beyond this, they might have had conversation which you don't need to know. And secondly, you can't go into her life and show what she's done with her parents because the story is only from the hero's point of view. Once she goes to the hospital, once the hero goes to the hospital, the father and mother are grievously injured. Father is almost on life support. Mother is badly injured and unconscious. So how to have a conversation with the father and mother after that? And she says, I've kept asking my mother, nobody knows what is happening. My mother is not able to figure out what is happening. So,
how do you feel when critics nitpick about your movies?
No, I don't think the audience has any such issues. It's only the critics and one person who sits and gives his opinion about the film, which is fair enough because that's his job and he has to do that. If I'm going to be afraid of the criticism that I'm getting, I'll never make films. I'll have to sit in my house and probably, even if I make a dosa, my wife might say dosa has not come out well. I can't do anything in life. If I'm going to be worried about what comments I'm going to get about my product or what I'm making. If I write a story also, there are people who are not going to like it and like it. So I'm not affected by reviews and that's their job. But I'm saying collectively there is an audience reaction, right? It's not one person in the audience. Collectively, from 100 people in the theatre, if 60 to 70% people get to like your film, then your story is done. That's it.
After Ek Diwanata, Manrathan told you not to read the reviews. Have you started reading them after all these years?
No, I haven't started reading reviews. But sometimes you can't avoid it when people forward you stuff or somebody tells you, you're sitting, somebody tells you, like even this 80% world cinema and 20% Telugu cinema was somebody telling me that this comment was there. And I found it very interesting, I'm saying. So, and first half class, second half mass, stuff like that. So generally I get an idea of what people are saying. But I don't read reviews as such because somewhere it affects my work. I'm going to be thinking, okay, Bharadwaj Rangan of the Hindu didn't like my film. So now when I make a film, should I look at all those points? I don't want to do that. That is his view. I respect that view. I read his other reviews. But when it comes to my work, I don't want to be little bit also affected by that review. Or even if it's a great review, I don't want to be affected by that is what I'm saying.
You once said that you start a movie without writing the last 30%. Isn't it a dangerous thing to do?
I've said that also, no? I said it's not the right way to do things. But it's not with all my films I've done that. Garshana and Kakaka were full-bound scripts. What I kept open was the last scene. Should Jyotika be alive or not? After she's shot, what is that last scene? In Telugu, if you see, they're in the car together and they're happy. But in Tamil, it's Surya alone in the house. That last scene alone is not written, so that doesn't make it a full-bound script. It is a full-bound script anyway. Vinay Thandi Varvaya and EMI Chesa were full-bound scripts when Chay walked into the film. With Vetiyadu Velayadu, I had a 60 to 70% script and narrated to Kamal sir. And by the time we went to shoot, I had to write because how can you do a film with Kamal sir and not know what you're going to do? So even with this film, I started with a 70% script, but I always knew in the end, this is what the climax is going to be. This is what his journey will lead him to. And he's going to walk in as this person. How he walks in, what the nitty-gritties of that scene are, is what I wrote based on Chay's characterization in the film.
Don't you think when a film takes a 2.5 years leap towards the end, there should have been drama?
No, I'm only looking at it as real people. I'm not, here again, I'm not trying to make it larger than life commercial. You travel with the character. At one point, you don't know if the girl is alive or not. And there are some moments that you see in the titles that will reveal what happened in the end. Obviously, he's taken the girl to the doctor who helped him. And he pulls her out from the taxi. And he's taken care of her. And then he goes back to the police station to see if he can go and confront the cop. And when he sees him walking in and out, he feels one rage. And he knows this is a bad cop. So he says, let me become a cop and take it back. If I walk into a police station as a normal guy and tell the police that, this happened, I shot a few people, the cops are not going to listen to my story without putting me inside the jail, right? So then what do? I put my identity out and write the UPSC exam. And I become a police officer and I get posted in one place and then I request for a posting to this place, and before I come here I go meet the commissioner and I tell him exactly what happened and show him proof and evidence. Commissioner says arrest everybody, you take over. So I thought it was okay. It is a slight leap of faith but within a realistic scenario.
Your heroes intensely narrate their stories. Why so?
I like that style of writing somehow. I'm hugely inspired by films like Shawshank Redemption, where there is a voice that drives the film. And I somehow like that style of filmmaking. I'm not getting bored of it as yet. I don't think the audience is also getting bored of it as yet. They like it. Again, I'm saying it's the critics, it's the one-off people who feel that's not the way. They think it's easy filmmaking. It's not. It's not easy to write a voiceover. And this voiceover is not written in the dubbing suite at all. It's written in the script. Obviously, it's written in Tamil. And when we need to write in Telugu, I'll call people like Nandini and people I'd say, give me a equivalent of this Tamil line. So it's all in the script.
But why is that only the hero tells the story every time? When is the heroine going to do that?
Soon, eventually. I've only made 15 films. The next 15 films might be from the girl's point of view. I want to make it. And I know I can read their mind really well and I can write, thinking like a woman, I think. So let me try it. Let me know if it works or not.
Why do you think that Manjima Mohan doesn't need to do glamorous roles?
No, I don't want her to do glamorous roles. I never said she can't. I don't want her to. I don't believe that heroines should act in glamorous roles for them to get more films. And I think writers and young script writers or the existing writers should write meaningful roles for women on screen. I don't want her to go into the regular 2 songs, 3 songs, wear skimpy clothes and dance on screen. I don't see her like that, I'm saying.
Do you miss creative freedom when someone else is the producer?
I miss that freedom. I've never worked for an outside producer as such, except on 2 films. And I love working with producers, but somewhere, some discussion, don't do this, can we do that, kind of bothers me. It's not an egoistic answer. It's not like, I'm sitting at a pedestal and I don't want to be disturbed. It's not that. Somewhere one creative thought process gets a little off balance because of some suggestion. Don't shoot this here. Why are we shooting today? Let's shoot tomorrow. I don't want that. So that's why I look for a little bit of a creative freedom.
You have worked with Venkatesh and then missed out on working with Mahesh Babu for Ema Chesave. When are you going to work with a Telugu star?
No, I want to. I really want to work with Mahesh Babu. I want to work with Ram Charan, Allu Arjun, Prabhas. I'm constantly in touch with these guys, NTR. I'm constantly in touch and hopefully at some point some big film will turn up. Yeah, for Nag sir, I have something which I'm hoping he will like and come on board very soon.
After Ema Chesave, in a conversation with Rajamouli, you said that Simbu is more subtle than Chay. How do you think has Chay evolved as an actor over the years?
I think he's evolved into that now, definitely. Simbu is a very natural actor. With Chay, you have to keep talking to him and telling him this is the mood and set it up and stuff like that. And hope that he'll give you a great first take. Otherwise, there'll be a second take. But from Yema Chesave to SSS, he's come a long way, definitely.
We heard that Chaitanya requested you to make a bilingual for him. When is it happening?
Not request, he says, let's do something in Tamil also, So I'm hoping something will fall in place soon.
Talking about what went wrong with Eto Velipinda Manasu, Nani once said that Ilayaraja's music was out of sync and had it been a Harry Jairus, the film would have done well. Do you agree with him?
I don't agree, and I really thought the film worked in Telugu more than it did in Tamil actually. For me, I think it's blasphemy to say, that Raja sir's music didn't work, and I don't think Nani would have meant it like that. That music sold, if not equal, even more than what a regular combination would have sold for. And I know the music really worked across Tamil to a large extent, and I had a great time working with Raja sir on that film. So
you're planning a Dil Chahta Hai type film in all the South languages. Who will play the lead roles in Telugu?
No, we are still looking to finalize the cast. There are a couple of options. We're still looking to finalize the cast in Telugu. No. It's if you want to pick a genre, it's that kind of a genre, but there's no comparison to that film at all.
Do you think in Kollywood and Tollywood, filmmakers are force-fitting comedy?
I don't want to force anything into the screenplay just because the crowd would like it. Even this film, the initial idea was to bring in a certain commercial angle into the end of the film. And that's what we did. So forcing something into a screenplay never works is what I think personally.
Your final remarks about SSS?
No, we had a great time making the film, even though it's been a year in production, the whole road trip sequence, the songs, working with Rahman sir, the audio launch that we did in Telugu, and obviously there's a certain vibe that I share with Chay. And I'm really looking forward to working with him again. I hope this film has done something good for him, and because he completely trusted me and believed in me when he came on board. He didn't listen to anything, just said, so whatever you want me to do, I'll do. Action, everything, he did really well. I hope this film does really well, and I'm hoping audience will come to the theater this week and watch the film. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, this is Nani, and I subscribe to Indiaglitz Telugu channel, IG Telugu. And for my updates and about my latest movies and everything, for all the news and gossips, please follow IG Telugu.